LACERA's website has migrated from LACERA.com to LACERA.gov. If you type either address, you'll reach the same site, and the navigation shown in this video will still work exactly as demonstrated. Retired members. If you are a retired member, congratulations! Once you successfully register and log into your MyLACERA account, you are directed to your dashboard. As a retired member, you have transitioned from a county employee to a retiree, and your MyLACERA account has transitioned with you. The dashboard now features customized tools designed for this new stage in your life. Dashboard. The dashboard helps you easily access important retirement plan information. In the center, you will find your scheduled monthly allowance, including access to your pension verification letter, which is important in situations where you need to show proof of financial income, such as purchasing a home or car, or leasing or renting a property. On your dashboard, you'll find your retiree healthcare summary, showing your medical, dental, and vision insurance, and, if applicable, your Medicare Part B reimbursement amount. You can click View Coverage Details for more specific information about your healthcare coverage, including eligible dependents, effective dates, and more. You can update your beneficiary's contact information by clicking the Manage Your Beneficiaries link toward the bottom of your dashboard. Make sure to keep your beneficiary's contact information up to date and accurate. To the right, you can access key account maintenance features. For example, setting up your direct deposit information or making changes to your federal or California state tax withholding election. Blue navigation bar. The tabs on the blue navigation bar are similar to those you used as an active member and direct you to frequently used features for retirees: tax 1099-R, beneficiaries, purchases, and documents. If you need a refresher on the beneficiaries, purchases, and documents tabs, please review the Active Members section of this video. Only retirees see the Tax 1099-R section. Let's walk through it. Accessing your tax information is straightforward and secure on MyLACERA. Simply click on the Tax 1099-R tab on the navigation bar and review your options in the drop-down menu. Adjust withholding election. Adjusting your tax withholding elections provides LACERA with the information necessary to calculate and apply tax withholding for your monthly benefit payment. As a reminder, California state withholding only applies to California residents, and non-California residents are subject to their state's withholding regulations. LACERA will only withhold state taxes for members living within California. Updates to the IRS or California tax withholding tables might result in a change to the net amount of your benefit. These tables will not affect the gross amount. To learn more about what to expect, please consult with your tax advisor. You can also refer to the Tax Requirements section on LACERA.com. This page and additional online resources are included in our Learn More section toward the end of this video. If you are ready to make changes, click on Adjust Election. You will be directed to the Adjust Your Tax Withholding Elections page, where you can adjust both your federal and California state withholding. As you progress through the steps, your information is auto-saved for your convenience. Federal Withholding Walkthrough. Before starting the Federal Withholding Adjustment section, we suggest reading through the LACERA Guide for Completing Form W4P, which can be found on LACERA.com. This quick guide was written specifically for LACERA members and provides information about completing each section of the W4P in an easy-to-follow format. We also include the official IRS instructions for your reference. Now, let's get started filling out the federal W4P form. From the Adjust Your Tax Withholding Elections page, click Adjust next to Federal Withholding. You will then be directed to Form W4P, the withholding certificate for pension or annuity payments used by the Department of the Treasury and Internal Revenue Service. This form sets your desired withholding amount of federal income tax from periodic pension, annuity, including commercial annuities, profit sharing, and stock bonus plans, or IRA payments. Step 1. Enter personal information. Review your data on file to ensure it is correct. If your name or social security number are incorrect, please contact LACERA by sending us a secure message or calling us at 800-786-6464. You can update your address by clicking the profile icon above the blue navigation bar. Next, select your marital status. You now have a couple options for electing your withholding. To elect no federal withholding, scroll all the way down the page to the checkbox after Step 4 that says Select if no withholding and click Continue. If you previously elected to have no federal withholding in your latest W-4P form on file and do not want that to change, do not make any election adjustments to this page. Click Cancel to return to the Adjust Your Tax Withholding Elections page, where you can adjust your California state withholding if needed. Otherwise, review, sign, and click Submit Withholding to complete this form. To elect federal withholding, go to Step 2. To determine the most accurate withholding for your situation before completing W-4P Steps 2, 3, or 4, use the estimator at www.irs.gov/W4app. Step 2. Income from other jobs and pensions or annuities. Step 2 is for including additional taxable income from other jobs, pensions, or annuities in your withholding calculation. If this does not apply to you, skip ahead to Step 3. Step 3. Claim tax credits. Step 3 is for claiming tax credits to reduce your federal withholding amount. Overestimating your eligible tax credits could result in underwithholding of federal tax during the year and an unexpectedly high amount of tax owed at the end of the year. Conversely, underestimating your eligible tax credits could result in more federal tax withholding than necessary from your payments during the year. Step 4. Optional adjustments. Step 4 is for providing additional optional information to reduce or increase your federal withholding amount. For further assistance completing Form W-4P, refer to the Guide for Completing Form W-4P or consult with a professional tax advisor. Additional IRS publication resources are available at www.irs.gov. After completing your Form W-4P, review the entries for accuracy before clicking Continue. If your adjustments have been included and are correct, sign and date the form. Then click Submit Withholding. If any of the information for your federal tax withholding election is incorrect, you can click Revise Tax Election to make changes prior to submittal. If you have edits to your election or realize you've made a mistake after submittal, you can simply complete and submit another election form. State Withholding Walkthrough. Next, let's walk through how to adjust your California state withholding. Click Adjust next to California State Withholdings. The next screen will provide you with 3 options: no withholding, adjust your withholding, or withhold a designated amount. If you want to elect not to have California state income tax withheld from your pension or annuity, click on the first option. Scroll down the page and click Continue. If you want to adjust your California state income tax withholding election, click on the second option. You will be asked to enter the number of allowances you will be claiming. Next, select your marital status. If you want an optional additional amount withheld, enter that amount and click Continue. If you want to withhold a designated amount from your pension or annuity payments, click the third option. Then, enter the amount you wish to withhold and click Continue. If you do not wish to adjust your state tax election, click Cancel to go back to the Adjust Your Tax Withholding Elections page, where you can adjust your federal withholding if needed. Once you have selected an option, provided your information, and clicked Continue, you will be directed to the Review and Sign page, where you will submit a secure acknowledgement that your tax withholding elections have been reviewed and are correct. Review your withholding election, and, if correct, sign or type your name and click Submit Withholding. This will replace any prior tax withholding information on file with LACERA. If you have edits to your election, you can click Revise Tax Election to make changes prior to submittal. If you realize you've made a mistake after submittal, you can simply complete and submit another election form. Withholding to date. Under the Tax 1099-R dropdown, the Withholding to date is a summation of your tax withholding amounts. You will see line items such as gross amount, taxable amount, federal tax amount, and state tax amount according to year and allowance source. Also, under the Tax 1099-R dropdown, you will see 1099-R forms, which have tax information, information for the IRS, and a form for any corrections you may have. It also has detailed instructions for the recipient of these forms.